You know, when I say that Nigeria must be divided, that I support Nnamdi Kanu and co, that's actually seeking for the dissolution of this particular country. This is what I mean. Watch this particular video playing. Now, a whole lot of people might think this is a protest against bad governance or probably bad leadership. No, this is a protest by some northerners to actually, unalive someone that they accused committed blasphemy. This is not the first time, neither is it the second time or the third time this actually happened in the country. So most times you keep on asking, what is the problem? Because are we supposed to be in the same country with people that are actually practicing this kind of, system? Because it is being permitted in the Sharia. And remember that the Sharia law is being, enshrined as part of our constitution. And this is what a whole lot of people, have been questioning, especially people like Nnamdi Kanu. Why would you enshrine such religious law into a constitution of a secular country like Nigeria? And look at the result of it. The United States Congress and Rep. Riley Moore has been telling the United States government to persuade the Nigerian government to, abolish the practice of Sharia. Remember that Sharia law has been implemented in the 12 core northern states, and this is why you could see this issue of blasphemy happening every single time and time and time. The issue of Deborah, you could see how they lynched Deborah to death in Sokoto State. And to date, the perpetrators of that particular act has not been, arrested. They've not been, prosecuted. We don't even know their whereabouts. Some of them must have been released secretly without the knowledge of anybody. And this is being enabled by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When a whole lot of people, started talking about constitutional reforms, these were one of the requests or probably demands of Nnamdi Kanu, that the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is not fit to serve as a constitution, because there are a whole lot of lapses and there are a whole lot of things that are not meant to be there. Because tell me how you can enshrine Sharia as part of our 1999 constitution, and it is empowering and emboldening these people to commit all sorts of atrocities, because in Sharia it's permitted to lynch somebody that commits blasphemy. And these are the things that a secular country should, check with their constitution. But imagine where your constitution is now, embodying these people, propagating them, and even enabling them, and even giving them some sort of, a legal backing to, actually confront, probably to continue their act of, lynching people because they said something against your prophet, or probably they said something and you tagged it blasphemy. And guess what? The government of Katsina State or wherever this happened will never arrest these people. These people are not protesting against bad leadership, because make it make sense. We are not ideologically the same. I've often said it here that we must find a way to go our separate ways, whether they like it or not. Because you cannot force people to be in an institution. You cannot force people to be where they don't want to be. These people will never, come out en masse like this to protest against bad leadership, bad governance, or even anything. Rather, they will keep short. But immediately it has to do with issues of religion and all that, they can go all out to lynch people, to unalive people and all that. Then people are saying, fine and good, this is what they place at their priority. This is what they place at their priority, Islamization agenda. That is why you could see a whole lot of Islamic groups forming or probably being created every single day, because their main aim or probably their main purpose is to make sure that the Islam and probably they spread it across the country forcefully, not even through peaceful means. That is why you could see Boko Haram and all that committing all sorts of atrocities and all that. So are we supposed to be in the same country with the same set of people? Are you not supposed to be scared? Are you not supposed to be afraid that are you not supposed to be afraid that you are living together with some of these particular animals? Because that is what they are, that you can unalive somebody because he made an utterance against your prophet. It is an animalistic, character or probably behavior. So many people are scared, saying, I cannot live in the same country with this same set of character, with this same set of people that are willing enough to unalive their fellow human being because the person made a statement. Not like they've not done it before, they've done it countless number of times, and it calls for concern. If these people want this, then let them have their own country and stay in their own region so that they can fully practice whatever extreme religious practices they want to practice. But it's very bad that we all answering the same name and probably being the same nation, because whatever sanction that is given to Nigeria because of the activities of these particular people will affect every other human being from every other part of the country. And that is why a lot of people are saying divide the country. Now look at the level of insecurity in the country. Most nations are putting Nigeria under a blacklist. They are blacklisting Nigeria because of insecurity. And they are denying us visas and all that. And you think this only affects the North? No. It doesn't just affect the North, it affects you. That is when you apply for visas, your visa gets rejected and all that, and you keep on wondering what's the problem, where the problem is actually coming from, not knowing that it is not even your own fault, rather it is a fault of your neighbors who are actually are sponsoring security and monetizing the security over there in the northern part of this particular country. So you could see that there are thousands of reasons why this particular country cannot function as one. That is why Nigeria is where it is today. That is why we've not developed, because some people or some regions are holding the country backwards. Even Very Dark Man said this the other day, that the North is actually holding the country backward. And many people think probably he's being a bigot or probably he's lying. But he's not lying. These are, real facts on ground. Most of them are sponsoring security that is actually, making you that is living the southern part to get denied or probably rejected by other countries whenever you want to travel or probably do anything. Most of you, apply for jobs from Nigeria, you're being denied visas and, denied jobs and all that because of what the insecurity and probably whatever that is actually going on in this particular country. So it's actually a big deal. A lot of people do not even understand what will benefit if the country actually, gets divided. It's not a crime. Most developed countries are not even up to 500,000 population. Nigeria can actually divide, as a matter of fact, into different groups. We have a population of 250 million people with different ideologies. So we're not even bigger than, we are much more bigger than a whole lot of European countries that are doing way better than us. So it's not a crime. Whenever you talk about division of this particular country, they think, it's a crime or probably Nigeria will collapse if we divide. No, people will actually go to their regions or states and develop their own state. In fact, not just developing their states, their leaders will be held accountable, because in Nigeria here, nobody is being held accountable. If a northerner commits a crime and you want to hold him accountable, they will say, you are persecuting one of us. And this has been the rhetoric. They keep on, hiding under the, ethnic and tribal sentiments. They loot money, perpetrate all sorts of evil and all that, and go scot-free. And this is what politicians are doing, preying on the, ethnic and tribal, ethnic and religious, divides or probably divisions in this particular country. That is what they often do. And many people are saying the best way to do is to divide this particular country. So that when the Igbos go, they hold their leaders accountable. And believe me, nobody is going to, escape being scrutinized. But whenever we live under this unitary system of government, most of all these northern politicians, hide under the insecurity, loot money. Some of them even sponsor this insecurity, so that the federal government will keep on sending money to them. So you can see that there are a whole lot of reasons why this particular country, if I keep on mentioning this, there are thousands and thousands of reasons why this particular country should actually get divided. Else, we will still be running the same peg, and the country will not develop, and these issues will keep on coming up. You could see people who are supposed to be protesting against bad leadership are busy protesting against blasphemy, that someone committed blasphemy, and they're asking that the person should be released so that they can unalive the person. Are these not animals that we are living with? And you expect me to be in the same country with people who do not have empathy, who believe that they can easily unalive people because the person said something against their God? It doesn't make sense. Well, that's all we have for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and you click on the notification button so you get notified whenever we drop important political updates, gist and stories like this.